Hey my beautiful people, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new around here, welcome to the family. It's really nice to have you. In today's video, we are actually going to go through my Pureseoul purchases. Now, I went to the Pureseoul shop in Brighton when I went for the New Year's Eve trip, but they do have like 6 stores on their website. I didn't know that. I only know the store in Brighton. I know they're also quite big online, but they have a store in London, Birmingham, Manchester, another in London, Brighton obviously, and Oxford. So you might be able to find these products. They are all online, but I have to say I have found these products online cheaper, at least some of them, but you are paying for the experience to be able to go into a shop based purely on Korean beauty and cosmetics. So take it as you will. Obviously do look into the products yourself. Make sure you do your own research before purchasing, and yeah, let's get into the video, shall we? Now, 2 of these products are foundations, but I will do those in a separate video because, as always, I love to do my wear tests. I like to give it a full day so that I'm not just putting it on going, yeah, this looks so good, and then in a few hours it looks cakey, oily, terrible, whatever. I do really enjoy doing my full day tests, as do some of you guys. So if you do want to see some of my other KE foundations, Korean compact foundation videos, they will be in the description. But until then, this is the first foundation that I did buy. Now, once again, I will do an in-depth video of these foundations, but I thought I'd show them anyway because obviously I did buy them at this store. I did buy them all together. So I bought the new Zero Cushion. I did buy it in the shade beige. I've yet to try it. I've yet to see what it's like. So once again, wait for that. Now, I paid £21.90 for this. You will see that I paid a lot of money during my Brighton trip. I don't know why I do this to myself, but I do. The next product that I purchased was the Real Fresh Foam Green Tea by Neogen Naturals. I mean, just look at the real tea leaves in that. That is so cool. I'm kind of excited to see the end of this bottle because I'm super curious, because I believed that there was liquid together, there wasn't a separation, but now that I flipped it and the fact that this still has liquid in it, I'm wondering whether it's all just a look and there's not actually a liquid that can go in between both. Otherwise there's tiny little holes. I'm not really sure. I paid £14.90 for this. I wouldn't say that's too bad for a cleanser. I have paid more, but I have paid a lot less for foam cleansers because foam cleansers are quite normal now. You find them a lot, but obviously this does have real fresh green tea in it. So I also paid £17 for some nails, but I don't think you guys really want to see that. If you do, let me know. I'm always up for another video. I then paid £19.80 for Real Charcoal Pads Neogen. I'm pretty certain, I mean it's the exact same brand as the Fresh Green Tea Leaves. So hopefully if this is good, then this should be just as good. It's got 60 pads in it, and I paid £19.80 for this. I mean, that makes it less than £1 for each pad, which is pretty good. I feel like, once again, it's quite popular to find charcoal pads now, but this one does look good. It looks wet, where some of the charcoal pads you buy are quite dry. This does look wet. Then I went ahead and got another foundation. Once again, this will be in another video. I got the Oligo Hyaluronic Acid Cushion Healthy Cream, SPF 50+, PA 4+. A thin and light vegan cushion makes sensitive skin look bright and healthy. Deep hydrating solution for dryness by delivering moisture to deep layers of inner skin with low molecular weight. I'm staying positive that it won't be greasy because of the hyaluronic acid, because a lot of cushion pads that I have found, they are quite greasy and my skin doesn't necessarily agree with that. Now, I paid £20.90 for that one. Not too bad. So it's cheaper than the other one by £1, but will it be better? Once again, we have to wait and find out. The next product I bought was this sunscreen, and this is one of the products I am the most excited for. I'm super excited to try out this sunscreen. I love my Korean sunscreens. I love my Japanese sunscreens. They do it 10 times better than we do. Obviously, they also use it a lot more than we do, so they know what works, they know what doesn't work. They tend to be a lot less greasy as well. Ours tend to be really oily, really greasy, and if you do have oily skin or combination skin, it doesn't agree with us. So I'm really excited to try this. I'm hoping it's not oily or greasy. It does say low molecule hyaluronic acid, so I'm staying hopeful. Now, I paid £22 for this. Now, that is quite expensive for a sunscreen. If it works, then it'll be worth it. I'm hoping it will last me quite a while, but it is 60 milliliters, and I feel like I do a lot more than the suggested amount. I do prefer to use too much than not enough. This also does say watery based, not oily based, so I'm once again staying hopeful that if it's watery, then it shouldn't be oily, because water and oil, then they don't like each other. The best way to put it, they don't like each other. So I'm staying hopeful. The next thing that I bought was Morning Purifying Pore Pad. PHA Pore Complex. This once again was 60 pads. It is quite heavy. It is really heavy. I feel like this is made out of glass compared to the others that were plastic. This was £19.80, so it is the exact same price as this one, but they are different brands. They're meant to be doing different things. This one came in a box, this didn't, but this feels like glass because this is really weighty. This is really heavy. It is plastic, but it's quite a heavy plastic, but this also does have a better lid, so I'm staying hopeful. I'm staying positive with all of this because I did spend a lot of money. Then because I spent over 80 quid and over 100 quid, they gave me 2 free face masks. I probably won't show these in the video because I didn't buy these. I didn't want these necessarily. I got given the Vitamin C Glow Jelly Pad. It doesn't say why, how to use it, anything like that. So, but it does say you get 2 pads in that, so I mean, I'm happy with that. The next thing I got was Hyaluron Skin Essence Sheet Mask, moisturizing, 90% ingredient. This was another free one. A hydrating calm mask that keeps dry skin moisturized and hydrated with hyaluronic acid. Overall, I did spend £136.20. But as I have said, some of these products are cheaper online, and I don't mean on their website. Their website is exactly the same price as in store, but obviously you will be paying shipping, so the cost will come up. I have never used the other sites that I have found it cheaper, so I can't really suggest a website. If you've used any websites that you can suggest to buy Korean skincare that is cheap, please let me know. I would love to do that. I'd love to try more products. I do like doing these videos where I just sit down, chat, talk with you, and obviously give my honest opinion on these product. I'm not sponsored. I'm not told to be nice. I'm not told to lie to you guys, so I am completely honest about these products. So I really do enjoy just sitting down, having a chat, telling you guys my opinions, telling you guys my thoughts, whether I suggest it, whether I don't suggest it, and why. So we are in my bathroom. I thought we could start with the face wash first, and then we will move it onto the little cleansing pads. Now this bottle is super cool. I noticed it when I was in the store. So obviously this is real green tea, and now I saw real green tea and I was like, okay, there is actual, I don't know whether you can see it, there's actual tea leaves in there which fill up and unfill when you turn it. That is super cool. Obviously I don't really know what the purpose of having real tea leaves in there. I'm not sure whether it adds more benefits the longer it soaks. I have no idea, but it says once open it lasts 8 months, which is actually quite a long time for something that has real leaves in them. So on the back it does say that it is a non-irritating, extremely gentle foam cleanser with fresh green tea water and natural nutrients. It gently yet effectively cleanses skin and lifts away impurities without upsetting the skin while leaving skin smooth and moisturized. It says pump 1 to 2 times and gently massage all over a wet face. Rinse well with warm water. Particles inside solution are natural and safe. Assume they're talking about the tea tree leaves. Tea tree? It's green tea. It's green tea leaves, not tea tree. I'm going to put my hair back. You guys are going to see my sexy forehead. And then we'll get started, shall we? Okay, so I am going to start by washing. Look how yellow that is, crikey. I look bald like this as well. Oh. This is a look. This is a look. I'm so not used to seeing my full face anymore. We're gonna start by washing our face. I'll do this off camera and then I'll be back to try the foam. As you can see, I am soaking wet. You can see the water on my face. So let's get started. Right, it does say 1 to 2 pumps. I'll start with 1 first. I also got this little blackhead tool. Oh, if it wants to focus. I did get this little blackhead tool as well online, so we are also going to test that out because apparently this is good for really getting the blackheads out of your nose and chin because it irritates it a little bit. But we are going to start with just my hands first because I have a feeling that is going to obviously irritate my skin and make it a little bit red. And we want to make sure that that is red because of that and not because of this. So we'll start with 1 pump. Oh, it's like a slight yellowy colour. I'm not sure whether you can see that. I also don't know whether that counts as 1 full pump because that feels like a little bit, but oh no, it's a little bit, goes a long way, it seems. You can definitely smell the tea in it. It does smell like tea. I quite like the smell of tea, but I don't want to be stereotypical, but I am British, so I feel like that would come naturally to like the smell of tea, you know? I definitely need a second pump. So, okay, that was a little mini one because I don't need a full one. I've already got hairs coming out from this. They've already got wet, so I just blended it straight into my hair. My eyebrows look so dark with the yellow roots. This does feel nice. It feels thick. It feels super thick and you can see the foams, but once you blend it out on the skin, you can't see the foams as much. I'm now going to put a tiny little pump on here so that we can try and rub our nose. I don't know whether I do this right, but I saw a video on Instagram of a woman doing it and her skin looked flawless, but obviously it's Instagram, there's filters, people edit everything. everything has a smoothing filter, even when you don't think it does. Like, I don't use TikTok, but I remember the first time that I tried it and I looked at my face on the video and I was instantly like, my face is super smooth. That's because TikTok has a smoothing filter instantly that you can like lower, heighten, but it does bring out people's insecurities if you're not completely honest. I mean, look how red that is instantly. Obviously I wear glasses as well, but I don't think it'd be that red. But this isn't too bad. I'm gonna turn the tap on. Do another pump for my chin. This isn't hurting necessarily, which I thought it did because it's quite a hard plastic. Now you can hear the sink dripping. I'm hoping this definitely cleans out my pores though. Okay, I will go wash it out and I will be back. Okay, so you can obviously tell I've washed my face because I have hair in my face and it is wet. I don't know what it's like now. You can definitely see that the nose scrubber has made my nose very red. I will dry my face and then we will see up close how my skin looks. So before this, I had dry patches. My face was very dry because I hadn't washed my face in a while because well, not a while, but like a few days, because I knew that this video was coming and obviously I wanted to give it a fair chance. I didn't want to have fresh, soft, clean skin and be like, this product works. But I wouldn't know if I hadn't like left it for a bit. So, okay. I also have acne prone skin. My skin does get spotty fairly quickly. But here we are, let's go. I'm completely honest with you guys. I'm always honest with you guys. You can see all of my acne everywhere. You can see that. You can see all my spots on my forehead. Obviously, this is the first time using it, so I can't say, oh, over time it works. It does work. I can't say that for sure because this is my very first time trying it. However, I can say after just one use alone, my skin does feel a lot softer than it did before, because beforehand it was very dry. This definitely does make it a lot softer. It says non-irritating. Now the only places of my face that is irritated is obviously my nose and slightly my chin, where I've used the rubber scrubber thing. I was quite harsh with it, so the irritatingness, not there, but it does feel softer. Now I'm going to go look in the mirror and quickly come back because I can't see that well. Obviously I don't have my glasses on, but also I need to go up close to a mirror to see about the blackheads so I can give you a honest review on whether it cleanses like it says, because it does say a gentle cleanser. It's meant to be soothing. I do agree it is soothing, but let's see if it's actually cleansing. I've looked at myself in the mirror. Where I used the scrubber, it did bring a lot of stuff to the surface. My cheeks and my forehead, where I didn't use the scrubber, there is stuff brought up to the surface, but they're not quite there yet. I definitely believe that the more you use it, the more cleaner you will be, which is the case with any cleanser. I have not yet felt any soreness because sometimes I instantly become sore and I break out. I have not had that quite yet. Now I will be filming the sunscreen tomorrow, so if I break up tomorrow, at least we know whether it could be this or one of the other products that I'll be trying, but you will be aware if I break out tomorrow. But as of yet, my skin does not hurt. Even the bit that I've used the rubber, it doesn't hurt, which I do think maybe this has made it slightly soothed, which is the whole purpose. I do think right now I'm pretty happy with that, and I will be using it again. The next product, we have these two pads. However, one of them I swear was a daytime one. Oh. Okay, I was wrong. When I bought this because I thought it said morning purifying pad, paw pad. It doesn't. It doesn't say morning. It says moringa, whatever that is. Toner pad containing moringa. I thought it said morning and I was gonna use this in the morning, but I guess not. We will try this one first. This one does come with a little peeler thing, so we will try the charcoal one first. Now, this one says that it contains bamboo charcoal and Canadian glacial soil ingredients, which helps absorb sebum and waste. It cleanses the skin and tightens pores for a smoother skin texture. I just reread this one. This one doesn't say. It just says to take care of pores. So I assume that also cleans it, but taking care of pores, it might be a mistranslation, or that's literally what they meant. But okay, after cleansing, take one pad and gently wipe along the skin texture of the face, neck, while avoiding the eye areas. Then gently tap the remaining essence to help absorb. So let's go. You can smell the charcoal, which I'm kind of surprised by. I know that sounds stupid because it is made out of charcoal, but sometimes when you have the charcoal strips like this, you can't necessarily smell it. So I assume this is made out of charcoal, but there's also something in the liquid that it's soaked in, or it's soaking itself into the liquid. You can definitely see the liquid in there. There is not that much, but there is liquid in there. I believe the moringa one has a lot more liquid in it, from what I remember filming. It's been a few hours. Oh, it is really cold. Now, I've had this in my house. My house is not cold. This also does not aggravate. I was expecting it to aggravate the skin a little bit, because when you use some toner pads, they're quite rough. This is really gentle. It is really soft. It does dry out quite quick though. Like, I've pressed it on my face and I can already feel the parts that I've rubbed have instantly soaked off the liquid off of the pad. But I don't think you need to press hard. It doesn't feel like one of those ones where you need to press hard. It is very soft. I feel like this could be used as a moisturizer. It is very nice. It is making my skin even softer than just the face wash. I'm gonna put some on my neckline because obviously I want to moisturize my neck. I don't notice any more irritation than before. It is pretty much exactly the same. I think the only bit that looks darker is here, but obviously I'm not staring at my face that much, so I don't know. It's quite sticky. I don't know whether you can see that it is quite sticky, but it's nice. It does feel nice. It said, oh, it didn't say rub, it said tap in. Dodging the eyes. It does feel nice though. We are now on our final thing to try of the night, which is what I thought was morning pads. This has a little pop-up lid. It does come with a little tong. This one definitely has a lot more liquid then. It's also double sealed. There's one seal and then another seal. This definitely has a lot more liquid in it. I don't know whether you can, oh, you can definitely see that a lot more than the other one, but you can see all the liquid in there. That's a lot more liquid. Also, the lid is really wet. The other one did not look this wet. Okay, in an odd way, I'm not completely sure what's in here. I might look in a minute, but it smells like a hospital, like antibacterial. That's how it smells. I want to know how easy it is to pick up one. Oh, I'm struggling trying to pick this up. Struggling quite a bit. Am I doing something wrong? Probably. Oh, did I get it? Ah, is that just one? That's thick. That is thick. Okay, the spatula is back in there. This one does feel a lot more rough, which is what I was expecting with the other one. Like, you can even see all of the bumps on it. This side is smooth though. It doesn't say which side. It just says white along skin texture. So I will use the bumpy side because that's, I assume, what we have to use. You can definitely feel the bumps. You can also feel it on your acne spots, but it is a lot more wet. And I think that is because obviously it is a bit more rough. I am barely pressing because I don't want to. However, it is still taking little pieces off my face. Which is the whole point. That's what you want, right? You want to be able to say, my skin is clean and healthy at the end of this. Okay, now that I've gone around my face, I'm going to do a quick one. I'm still being gentle, but I'm being a lot more quick with it. This one, as I said, holds a lot more liquid in. So even though I've just done my whole face with it, there is still so much liquid on this. It's also, I have yellow on my forehead, which is obviously why I have yellow hair. The other two, I've washed my face, I have used the black one, and I haven't noticed any yellow come off. This, however, I noticed the yellow. I don't know if you can see the yellow on the pad, but it is turned yellow. So I guess it obviously does take off a lot more stuff. It's a lot more yellow. It definitely smells like a hospital though. I'm not mad at it though, because I quite like the hospital smell, which is odd because who likes hospitals? So this one, you can tell, has actually irritated my skin because suddenly I have a lot more red patches, my chin, my cheeks, my forehead. It is a lot more red than the other one. So if you do have very sensitive skin that is very fragile, I would not go near that one. I personally wouldn't touch that one. I personally do have very sensitive skin, as you can tell. I probably wouldn't buy that again. I'm going to see how my skin is in the morning, but coming from someone who has sensitive skin themselves, I would not suggest that to someone who has sensitive skin because that is quite rough and I can feel where it's been because there is a slight tingle. Obviously, if you're going for that, oh, okay, so the tingle, I just realized, might be the fact it's a PHA, but I don't know. But if you do have sensitive skin, probably best to avoid that. But overall, my skin does feel really plump. It feels soft. It feels good. It is very sticky though, like really sticky. But obviously I have used 3 products straight in a row, which I think it's pretty normal, but I probably wouldn't use those two toning pads together ever again. If you're going to use one or the other. I wouldn't suggest using them together. But I will update you guys tomorrow. Okay, so it is the next day. I have literally just woke up, and I mean literally just woke up. So we are going to zoom in. My skin is a lot more red this morning. I also feel like I have a few more breakouts, like this one specifically, which you can tell is fresh compared to yesterday. I still have a strong inkling that it was the second pads, because I've already edited some of the video. I've seen the clips from that section, and my skin did turn a lot more red, like instantly after using that. So I do think it's mostly that, but also using products I break out anyway, but I think it has made my skin a lot more sensitive and red. So just a warning with that. I'm going to put my hair back. I bet you guys have missed this look again. Now going to try the Torridon Dive-In Moisture Sunscreen. Moisture Sun Cream, not sunscreen, sun cream. It's SPF 50 PA++, high protection. It does say a lightweight, clear daily sunscreen, provides fresh moisture with a 10D multi-low molecular hyaluronic acid. Hopefully it will make my skin super soft. Apply a generous amount of sunscreen product on the face at the end of your facial skincare routine, at least 30 minutes before sun exposure. Oh my gosh, I don't know why reading has become so difficult for me recently. Reapply frequently to maintain protection, especially after swimming. Let's have a go, shall we? The bottle is super simple, but I do quite like that. The only thing I don't like is that the SPF 50 is a sticker. I don't know whether there's writing underneath, but I don't really want to test it. But I just don't get why that's a sticker, especially as that's more likely to come off. I don't know whether there's a seal on it that I need to break. There is a seal. There is a seal. It is very white. So I think the rule of thumb is 1 finger length or something, or 2. But I'd rather have too much than not enough in my case. I will do my neck afterwards. Never forget your neck. The amount of people that forget their neck, and that's where they show aging first. Don't forget your neck. Oh, it is definitely soft. It feels watery, which I do really like, because some are really thick and they just become oily, and as someone who has oily skin, that's not the best thing. This is really soft. It's quite cooling. It's watery, it's soft. It's got a little bit of a stick, but not as bad as some of the cleaning products things we used yesterday. After filming yesterday, I was sat editing and I could still feel the stickiness for quite a while after. I think there is obviously a little bit of oil in this, but not enough to cause a problem with me. But this is very soft, like super soft. I also don't feel like I'm becoming more pale, as some sunscreens have a bit of a white cast or flashback. They just make you look whiter than you already are. I don't have a problem with that with this, at least not that I've noticed. I don't think I look any lighter than I was before. I want to see, even though it doesn't say it, it does have a hyaluronic acid in it, so I want to see whether it's relaxed the spot that I just showed you. I mean, it's still there, which it's obviously going to do. I'm not expecting it to work miracles, but it does feel smoother and less irritated. But I will get back to you guys in a bit. It has been around an hour and a half since I put the sunscreen on. My face feels super moisturized. The other thing is sometimes when I use sunscreen, my skin goes a bit peely, like the sunscreen just starts to peel. I don't know whether anyone else has noticed that or why it happens, I don't know, but this one has yet to do it. Like I can rub my face and it is not peely, it is just soft and moisturized. It literally just feels like a moisturizer, that's all it feels like. It's not made my T-zone any oilier than usual, so it's pretty good. I think that's going to become my normal sunscreen that I use day in, day out. I was using a different brand, but I misplaced it, and I think this one's better. It's not as thick as the other one, but it does feel more natural on the skin. It settles in the skin a lot better. I do think this will be my normal sunscreen that I will use from now on. I would suggest that one. That sunscreen I would highly suggest if you don't want anything heavy or oily or greasy. It just feels like you've used moisturizer and you're done. That's literally it. It's so good. I'm happy. I'm super happy. In the end, my opinions do vary. The foam wash, it was good. It is good. I didn't have any problems with it that I've noticed so far. I do think it was a bit on the pricier side for a foam wash, but you are paying for a name. You are paying for a brand. You are paying for what you expect, I guess. But there are some cheaper foam washes from TK Maxx that are just as good. So take that as you will. I will finish the bottle because it obviously does work, but for how expensive it was, I feel like you could get the same amount of quality and cheaper. But that's up to you guys. The charcoal pads, I highly suggest. They do make your skin feel really soft instantly. They do make your skin feel clean. For nearly 20 quid for 60 pads, you are obviously paying less than £1 for each pad, so that I'm not too mad at. I'm not too mad at. The ones that I thought said morning, the Marigna, I don't think I suggest those. If you have dry skin or you need a strong exfoliator, then maybe. But I do feel like it was a bit too rough with my skin. I do have sensitive skin. I have no problems with BHAs, PHAs, AHAs, any of that. I never really have any problem. I use retinol, no problem. I've used the ordinary, the red bottle, had no problem. But with that one, I think the combination of a PHA with the pads that are quite rough, it was too much for my skin. I instantly became red. I instantly became sore. I don't think I suggest that. If you do have sensitive skin, steer away from it. Don't go near it. But if you do want something very strong, powerful, and obviously quite rough, then maybe. But me personally, I probably wouldn't use it again. I wouldn't go out of my way to buy it again. I just don't think it's worth it. The final product I tested was the sunscreen. Now, I love the sunscreen. I am so happy with this sun cream. I would use it again. It is so moisturizing. It is so soft. Sometimes when I use a sunscreen, I need to moisturize it alongside of it. With this one, I feel like I don't need that. My skin is instantly soft. It is instantly moisturized. It's instantly calmed down. It doesn't feel oily. My T-zone is not greasy like some become. I highly suggest this one. It is expensive though. I would look for a cheaper version or an alternative if I can't find a cheaper version. However, for the meantime, that is going to be my go-to because it is just so good. I'm so happy with it. I do feel protected. I am overall happy. It's not sticky, it's not greasy. It's perfect for a combination skin like mine. It's moisturizing but not oily. Overall, I'm really happy, as you can tell. I am super happy with that purchase. I am happy with most of my purchases altogether. I think I did come out quite well. I did spend a lot of money though. I probably wouldn't do it again, but for a one-time thing, for a one-off, I'm super happy. I'm happy I did it. I got the experience. I've tried and tested a few products and I'm happy. I am super happy. I would, as I said, probably look for the same products online cheaper, but you would want to make sure that you are buying from somewhere that is real, not fake, because there are a lot of sketchy websites when it comes to online beauty and skincare and stuff like that, creams. There are plenty of fakes, but I feel like I could probably find these somewhere else. If you do have websites that you guys use personally that you can suggest, let me hear them. I'd love that. But thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy today's video, please don't forget to smash that sub button, hit that like button, and touch that bell notification button so you get notified every time I post, because obviously it does help me and this channel a lot. So thank you to everyone who's done that or is kindly doing that. It means the world to me. I post every single Saturday, 8:30 p.m. UK time on the dot. So I'll see you next time. Bye.